MedShake. Hi, I'm Anca, and this is the place to be to hear about the latest tech trends in healthcare. Today, we're not just talking about AI, we're going inside the AI brain. We'll explore a breakthrough that allows AI to do something incredibly human, to reason through problems step by step. It's called chain of thought prompting, and it might just be the most important shift in how machines learn to think. So what is chain of thought? Why is it a big deal? And how is it different from how AI used to work? Let's break it down together. Welcome into the Meta Health. Let's start with a simple analogy. Imagine a child learning to do math. If you ask them how many tennis balls Roger has after he buys some new ones, they won't just shout out a number. They'll walk you through it. Roger has 5 tennis balls. He buys 2 cans. Each can have 3 balls. So 2 times 3 is 6. Add the 5 he already had and you get 11. That process is called reasoning. And it's exactly what chain of thought prompting teaches AI to do. Instead of jumping straight to the answer, the AI takes the time to explain the steps it followed, just like a human would. Before this method came along, AI models used to usually just guess the answer directly. That was fine for simple questions, but they often got confused by anything that required multiple steps or logical thinking. Chain of thought changes that. It helps AI think out loud, breaking complex problems into bite-sized steps and making better sense of them. So why is chain of thought important? Let's dive a bit deeper. Chain of thought is not just a better way of talking through problems. It's a whole new approach to how machines understand and solve tasks. Earlier AI systems, even large ones like GPT-3, would be given examples of inputs and outputs. For example, question, what's 2 plus 2? Answer, 4. Then they would try to guess the output for a new question. But that strategy failed on more complicated problems like math word problems or puzzles that needed reasoning. Chain of thought gives the model a new kind of example. It shows not just the question and answer, but the thinking in between. For instance, question. Roger has 5 tennis balls. He buys 2 more cans. Each can has 3 tennis balls. How many does he have now? Answer. Roger started with 5 balls. 2 cans of 3 tennis balls each is 6 balls. 5 plus 6 equals 11. So the answer is 11. This approach has shown dramatic results. In fact, when researchers used this method with a massive AI model, it more than doubled the performance on a difficult benchmark of math word problems. It even outperformed fine-tuned models that had been specifically trained on those problems. That's not just better, that's purely revolutionary. So how is chain of thought different from what came before? Before chain of thought, AI mostly worked by recognizing patterns, as we've seen. Show it a bunch of questions and answers, and it learns to match the patterns between them. But when the questions get more complex, the patterns aren't enough. Let's go back to our earlier example. If you only train the AI on questions and answers, it might learn that the answer to a question with 5 and 2 cans is often 11. But what if the question changes slightly? What if the can holds 4 balls instead of 3? Without understanding the reasoning behind the answer, the AI will probably get it wrong. Chain of thought fixes that. It tells the AI not just what the answer is, but why it's the answer. It teaches the model to reason logically one step at a time. And that's not all. Chain of thought also helps with transparency. When the AI walks you through its reasoning, you can see exactly where it might have gone wrong. That makes it easier to trust, debug, and improve. So chain of thought is not just a trick to solve math problems. It opens the door to all kinds of complex reasoning tasks. In common sense reasoning, the model can now help make better judgments about everyday scenarios. In symbolic reasoning, like solving logic puzzles or programming tasks, it can break down the steps and apply abstract rules. And in healthcare, Imagine AI helping doctors by reasoning through symptoms and suggesting diagnosis step by logical step. So this new method even shows what researchers call emergent abilities. That means certain problem-solving skills only appear when the model is both big enough and trained in the right way, in this case, using chain-of-thought prompting. The research also found that just prompting the AI with equations or final answers doesn't help much. The real magic happens when you give the AI natural language explanations that mimic human thinking. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you soon for another tech adventure in healthcare.